Means that I fast.
You said you fast?
Yes.
That's hilarious.
Because I only got that one time.
That's good. Good job. Nice. All right. Well, you know the drill. Wash your hands and put on those house clothes. I'm about to make you something. You can have a snack if it's taking too long. Do. Hey, you guys. Hold on, wait. Okay, there we go. Hey, you guys. It is Dinah, and welcome back to a Tuesday Live. Sorry, no vlogs this week, simply because I have not been vlogging, but I could still do like a regular video, like a sit down chit chat video. So yes, I could still try to get those up for this week. Yeah, I'm just about to make my niece some supper, and I have to do Aston's milk. I have to show the refrigerator. So I have to do some light dishes. It's not really, it's like three things in the sink. So do that. This needs to go in the recycle. I need to get some more water. I forgot to do that earlier. What else? I'll throw this out. Yeah. Ugh. I'm gonna turn the air on because we're gonna be cooking with the stove. So. Okay. So let me get my fish out. I don't know why I didn't do that already. Um, yeah. I'm just all over the place. Let me get this water for Aston. Let me hurry up and do these dishes. This is just a very domesticated life. This is just domesticated life. But yeah, this is pretty much what I do. Like in the mid-afternoon. Aston is usually getting up from her nap around this time. My niece is getting back from school, so I'm making her something quick and easy to eat. And then I do Aston's milk. So they are eating around the same time. But yeah, let me do these little dishes. I'm just making sure I don't have anything else that needs to get washed. I don't know why I feel so discombobulated. Oh, I have my waist trainer on, if you're wondering, because I plan on working tonight. Um, I have not worked in like 2 weeks, and so like yesterday, an acquaintance of mine um, offered to watch my daughter for me. Paid, of course, because they asked how much do I normally pay for my childcare. And at first I was hesitant because, I just only want certain types of peoples to watch Aston. Like, Aston is like, I remember when she was in the NICU and she was hooked up to all of the equipment, all of the cords and everything, keeping her alive, but I could still like hold her and give her a bath. And the nurse, she would sit there because they had to assist whenever we would give them baths. And, I would wash her like slow and gentle because, I didn't want to hurt her or mess anything up. And so then the nurse would be like, she's not a porcelain doll. And I used to think, hater, yes, she is. Every baby in this NICU is fragile. You're a hater because nobody ever treated you with such admiration and care. Like you could tell the people who wasn't treated delicately as children because they the ones who be like mean towards kids. Like they don't have a good view of children because then nobody ever spoiled them as kids. But anyways, so yeah, so that's how I be with Asta. I don't be wanting just anybody to watch her. Yeah. So and then today I had thought about it like my mom, one of her childhood friends, they are in town because they used to live out of state. And then like they would come back and forth, her and her son, they would come back and forth from Chicago to where they used to live. But I think they stand out here for a bit. Like I think they don't live out of state anymore. And so, because I found a website for where I could find some nannies, and I found a couple in my area, but their availability, I gotta keep looking because there's like hundreds, even thousands. So I just gotta keep looking. But like the availability would be just daytime, and I'm like, I'm here during the daytime because of her therapies. Like, really, I just need somebody for like evening, overnight. Because I don't really see myself working during the daytime unless I start seeing clients and they book me during the daytime. That's the only way. But anyways, so yeah, because I can't use my mom anymore because she is burnt out. Like she just buried her second eldest daughter. Okay, and she's burnt out from all of the funeral planning, and it's just, you know, she's, you know, grief works differently with everybody. I got to take this off because I'm doing these dishes. I put it on because I turned the air on, but take this off because the sleeves are just hanging in my way. But anyways, grief hits everybody differently. Like everybody doesn't just immediately start moping and crying and boo-hooing. Some people are in shock and it doesn't hit them until much, much later. But anyways, so yeah, she just needs time and space. So I'm not trying to bother her. I did get real desperate and I asked her if she could, but I'm like, I don't really like asking her. Just because I haven't worked in like 2 weeks and the bills don't stop. So then I was like, when I saw my mom's old childhood friend and her son at the funeral on Friday, it just hit me today. I asked my sister, I said, does so-and-so, does that person have a car? And she like, they drive, let me just get them a fake name. We'll call the person, what's like a unisex name? Jeez. Whatever. We'll just call the person T. Okay. So I'm like, does T drive or whatever, have a car? And so my sister's like, he drives his dad's car. And so I'm like, I could kick myself. I could kick myself with bricks. Why did I not been and ask? Missed 2 weeks of work. Sometimes when you just like, when you feel like I'm gonna speak for myself. When I'm stuck in my head and I feel like the odds are stacked against me, it limits me from seeing all of my options. Because I'm like, dang, I could have been and asked his mama to watch my daughter so I go make this money. So I could go and get caught up on my bills. And then I would have just had him drop me off, pick me up, whatever. Because we've all grew up together. Because like I said, T, my mom, and her best friend, they were like childhood friends from high school, but they always kept in touch. And ever since we were kids, I just always remember we would always like hang out together as kids because my mom, they would always have us at each other's houses because they were hanging out with each other. So the kids was hanging out with each other. And it was funny actually, if y'all want a little story time. So T, um, I'm not sure what his mom is. I think she might be biracial. You in my business? My niece sitting right over there. But anyways, um, so T is his mama. I think she might be biracial. She's really like fair skin and she has really long hair. And so I think like when she was married, I think her partner might be black. I don't know because I don't ever remember seeing the husband. Like I just remember seeing her and her son, and so he looked like a little bit of everything. He looked like he could be biracial. He looked like he could be a little bit Hispanic. He looked like he have a little bit of Middle Eastern in him. He looked like a little bit of everything. But that's just my opinion because I'm never really good at guessing people's races and nationalities. I hate trying to guess people's stuff because I'm like, everybody look like everybody to me. And so, anyways, so yeah, so when we was growing up, I never used to really like T because I always felt like he was kind of like a dork, like not a dork like a computer geek or anything, just like like awkward, like socially awkward, like that. Because I was like obnoxious when I was younger. I was like loud and just like really high energy and just like really in your face. And he was more timid and he would play with us because duh, we had to play with each other because we were at each other's houses. But he would always be like more quiet and like, he just wasn't like all in your face like I was. So I didn't really like him. I'm like, I don't know, it's something off about him. Then fast forward, we become teenagers. He took my sister to the prom. I didn't go to the prom because I just was never into that high school stuff. I was never into like going to the pep rallies and football games. I'm like, that's no, like I just never. I always acted older than I was a little bit, and so he took my sister to the prom. But when we became teenagers, he became attractive. Cause remember when you kids, everybody just looked like kids, just little big heads. And so when we became adults, or no, I was still a teenager. Yeah, I actually don't know how old he is. I think he's like 1 or 2 years older than me, but whatever, it don't matter. And so like I was a teenager, and then I remember when he started coming around, I was like, dang. You know how it is, like when you know somebody as a kid and y'all get older and y'all grow into your bodies and your faces and stuff, and y'all start looking good. I was like, dang, he look good. And I'm like, dang, I started feeling bad that I didn't like him at first. And so I started to like him. But remember, our moms were like bestest friends. Like we didn't grow up like friends. We grew up like family. Like like that's our like god brother type stuff, but not really, like yo yo fake brother from another mother type stuff. But I couldn't deny that he had looked good. And like when I was a teenager, all right, go in the room, Ayla. Go in the room. And little is Aston up. I need to keep track of the time. Oop! I gotta do her milk. I'm doing these dishes. Let me hurry up and do her milk. Okay. 1 second. I gotta do my daughter's milk. So that's that. Yeah, let me hurry up and get this milk out. That's quiet. Okay, you can take your vows in the room. Stop trying to act smart. It's so annoying. There's nothing wrong with your vows. You can take them in the room. Alright. Seconds. It's 3:55. We got 5. I got like 5 minutes. If you hear me like get snippy with my niece, I have like short patience with she just be she be having a lot of attitude. I used to be really nice to her when she first started staying, but some people you can't be nice to. She would try it too much. So now I be having to just be short with her. Just I still try to be kind, but that attitude and that lip. Anyways, so just so y'all don't think I just be mean to her like a mean stepmama. No, she has a lot of attitude. She talks back a lot. She likes to see what she could get away with. It's annoying. It's a hot mess. So with that being said, because how my hands are already full with Aston, um, with everything I have to do with her. So I'm gonna have to tell my sister like this summer. I don't know about the fall season. I don't know. I don't think I'll be keeping her this fall. And I don't have to because I think that's enough of a break. I gave her enough time, talking about my sister. I gave her enough time for herself to get a peace of mind because you need a break from these kids. So yeah, come this fall, it's just going to be back to me and Aston because that's what I can deal with. I have bandwidth for that. I don't have I don't have the patience for no extra children. I don't. Okay, what time is it? Oh, let me see. Alright, so I started her milk. Perfect. I always get excited when I start her milk right on time. I finally started reading this book. I bought this book legitimately last year. Ugh, I have so many books that have just been sitting for a full year and I have not been reading them. Finally started reading it because I'm like, I don't know, it's something wrong with me. It's like it takes me to get really like frustrated and fed up. Like place myself in between a rock and a hard place before I start making myself move and progress. I'm basically one of them hard headed people that it takes you to hit rock bottom to get up. It's stupid. I hate that I'm like that. But yes. So I'm like, I'm not about to be sitting up here all pitiful. I have resources. Let me start using them. And I started writing a blog yesterday online because I was like, I'm frustrated. I feel like screaming. But I can't because I got these kids and I don't want to disrupt the peace. I don't want them to be like, what's she screaming for? Like, what's going on? So I started writing because that's what I do. And I made myself a little blog and I felt real good. I was so happy about it. I told myself I was going to start back writing this year. Look, I'm writing my novel. I started a blog. Okay. And then the good thing about that is it's accountability because I'm putting stuff out there. You never know who's seeing it, but like it's out there for people to see. And so it holds you to what you say. So I like that. Let me hurry up so I can start cooking for this little girl. After they eat, we're gonna go for a walk outside because it's nice. That they get some fresh air. Well, my niece, she be out and about for school, but I still pretty much be in the house all day unless we go run errands. And then after we do our walk, then I'm gonna start doing my hygiene routine, hair and makeup. That way, I'm just already ready. Um, my sister might be coming over later today to just do some laundry and hang out for a little bit. Um, and then I gotta call T so he could take me to the club tonight. Like ideally, I want to go try this other club in the city that I have not auditioned at yet. So I'm gonna go try them. And then what I would do is I would go just to audition. And if I get hired, great, then I'll just work there. Cause that seemed more like my type of club. We gotta see because I never actually worked there. Just from like looking online. Um, I hope they have VIP rooms. Cause y'all know I hate clubs that don't have VIP rooms. I'm a VIP girl because I'm straight to the point. I'm not trying to be shaking all night. Y'all know what I always say. I don't want to shake all night for 50 different people. That's dumb. No. Give me one, two, three good ones that's going to invest in me. Okay. Mm. But yeah. But anyways, it's just short term because I know some people may get confused. Like you keep going back and forth, but that's life. Like when you're trying to break a habit, or especially like when you start actively walking out your faith and trying to live it out, you always gonna be hit with hardships. Like it's always gonna be something in life that's always tempting to draw you back to your old life. That's just how it is. And that's why we got to stay in our word, because if we're more meditating on our word than focus on the circumstances around us, it builds our faith. It builds a closer, tighter bond with the Lord. But I have not been like doing personal Bible study. I've been reading casually and going to Bible study, but I haven't been doing like my deep dive into the scriptures for myself. And then I have not been talking to the Lord lately. Like, I'm talking about like a intimate one-on-one time, like truly just getting in a quiet place and just getting in his presence. I have not been doing that in months. Kind of just been like going and not really wanting to pause and take the time to just be still and get quiet. I just been like, when you want to feel movement so you can feel progress, but movement does not always equate progress. It's like getting on the treadmill and you ain't going nowhere, but you convince yourself I'm moving. That's how I am. I'm very aware of myself. But anyways, so like I was about to tell y'all about T. My niece be so nosy. My niece is 6, but she be trying to act like, like they be talking about them kids that seem like they some old people in a child's body. That's my niece, but like in a bad way. She got a lot of great things about her. And then she got a few. She came out the room. That's why I stopped talking. She always be trying to be nosy and eavesdrop. Close the door. Thank you. She always be trying to be nosy and eavesdrop. But anyways, yeah, she be acting like an old lady. So that's why I be having to like handle her the way I do, because she be trying to act like you're 6. Stop it. It's annoying. But anyways, a little stubborn. Don't want to wash off. What is that? Donut. I don't have a donut. Oh, yeah, girl. I didn't even know that was in there. Just take the whole bag in there. Take a napkin. Yeah. Let me hurry up. That girl getting hungry. But anyway, yeah, so like I was about to tell y'all, so T, right? So we grew up with him or whatever. And like most things happen, I found myself being attracted to him once we grew into, our grown up selves, I guess you could say. And so, and when I was a teenager, though, I was not small like I am now. Like when I was a teenager, I was skinny freshman year of high school, so 14, 15. And then them hormones kicked in, and like I kept eating, so like I got really like big boobs, and then I don't know, I just filled out more. So I wasn't fat, but I was not like, my body did not look the way it looks now, if that makes sense. But I hate telling people that because they automatically think you were fat. I wasn't fat. My stomach was not flat. It was always like a small pudge. I hated it. Ugh, it looked nasty. I like the way everything is now, but and my booty was still small. So I just had like a really big chest. That's all I had. So I need to put this. I'm gonna just do 3. So I'm making salmon. This Spanish woman actually, she taught me how to pronounce. I hate saying that because you can say whatever you want. You can say salmon or you can say salmon, but she told me the way people like to pronounce it. Because I had a girlfriend in Arizona, and I said salmon, and she was like, "Oh," she critiqued me. She was like, "Oh, you say it like black folks," and I never heard anybody say that before. And I was thinking, what are you supposed to say? How, like, what do you want me to say? Like, how do you want me to say it? I just never realized it was like a thing. Yeah, don't do that anymore. Yeah, you gotta keep an eye on these kids. The girl crawled up and asked this playpen. Because Ashley just woke up from her nap, so I'm letting her chill and until she's ready to get out, just let her sit and relax and got her milk going. Anyways, cheesy garlic bread. Alright. This is what I got from Walmart. So they want $4.25. And then what else they want? Okay. Okay. $4.25. Yeah, I was tripping. I don't know what I was thinking. This is how you know I have not cooked in 50 years. I don't know why I was thinking I was going to take the fish out the freezer and just start cooking it. No, you have to defrost it, thaw it out. Oh my goodness. So when I got up from my nap, I just started flossing and brushing my teeth. I should have started to thaw out the meat, but thank goodness this fish is not going to take that long. Anyways, I'm gonna move over here because I don't know. I don't know. I just don't like when the water be all up in the microphone. So I don't know how loud it is. Anyway, so let me tell you what happened. Like, so yeah, so like when I was a teenager, me and my girlfriends, we used to hang out with boys all the time. We didn't do any. Well, I wasn't doing nothing with them. I can't speak for everybody. Everybody do their own stuff. I didn't start doing stuff until I was 25. But anyways, so we would always hang out with boys, and so I just was always feeling myself. And so T, when he started coming around, when um, he was like probably like a senior and graduating when I was like a sophomore, junior. Yeah, so he was like, yes, I think he already graduated high school by the time my sister went to prom. So he was 2 years older than me. So, anyways, so he started hanging out when we were teenagers. Oh my goodness, y'all. Let me tell y'all. Okay, so back in the day, there was this club out on the south side because we stayed in the south suburbs of Chicago. And you could get in at 17. So for my 17th birthday, me, my girlfriend, my sister, and her girlfriend, we went to the club. Oh my goodness, y'all. I'm doing this because I'm like remembering it. Because when you forget stuff, oh my goodness. So we went to that club for my 17th birthday. And before my mom took us shopping, y'all. My mom took all 4 of us shopping. And I think she paid for all of our dresses. She took us shopping. If you stay in the south suburbs of Chicago, what you need now? Okay, just sit it right there on the counter. Thank you, ma'am.
Some water. Pour some water.
In the darkest night. So, anyways, south suburbs of Chicagoland area. Everybody back in the day knew this store. It was called Lady D's. Was it? Because there was two. Yes, Lady D's. And no, Lady First. Okay, Lady First. Okay. Okay, yeah. So we went there. Got because like we were teenagers. We didn't have clubbing dresses. Like we had like back in the day, we oh man, I wish I had my pictures. I deleted all my socials. Like we just would wear like fitted jeans, tight shirts. Like we weren't wearing like dresses and stuff like that, you know. And so yeah, so we went to go get our clubbing attire to get our freakum dresses. And so yeah, so she bought us our dresses. We up in the store like, oh, look at this one. Y'all, my friend at the time, she was one of them kids who had I don't even think her parents were strict or anything. She had good parents. She had nice parents. She just was one of them kids that was brought up right, but they just kept purposely trying to wild out. And so she would always do that. So she purposely picked out the freakum dress. Okay, it was a green. What they talking about? Oh, what they talking about? If you would, I don't want to talk to nobody. Sorry, sorry. I got a text message. So it was like a green animal print. I know animal print, but it was like a variety. I feel like my boobs gonna pop out, and I don't like that. So that it was a variety of different animal prints. It was cute. It was cute. We kept that dress for a few good years. Actually, it was a really cute dress. It was a freakum dress. It was mad short, and my friend at the time, she had a big booty. She was flat chested, so that's how people would see us in high school. I had the chest, and she had the booty, and so she was flat chested, big massive booty, and then so it fit her differently than it would fit me, you know. So it looked really cute on her. But but her booty ate the dress up. So no matter what, it was riding up all night. And so, anyways, it was green. It had a zipper. This girl, why would you pick this dress out? Because she was a freak, y'all. But she covered it up, you know. And it had a zipper all the way down. So anybody could literally walk up to you if they was on there and just whoop, unzip you, and it's just everything is revealed. Because you can't wear a bra with that type of dress. I mean, you could do a strapless bra, but we didn't know nothing about that in no 16, 17. And so yeah, so everybody was 17 and up. And then we had T because he had a car and he was driving and he was older. He drove us to the club for my 17th birthday. But look, let me tell y'all. Okay, I can't because I'm remembering it. Okay, I'm gonna have to cook this food because I think this fish about ready. So my daddy was at home with my mama. Everybody came to, oh my goodness, we are a hot mess because I'm remembering it. Everybody came to our house, my sister and my house, right? We got two upstairs in the bathroom getting ready, other two downstairs in the bathroom. So I think it was my sister and her girlfriend getting ready upstairs. And then my friend and myself, we was getting ready downstairs. We in the bathroom shaving, y'all. Because we would always do that because we would hang out with boys, but we weren't active. But we would always put on like cute panties, and we would always shave because we would just be like, just in case. Like we were stupid. We'd just always be like, just in case. And so we up in there because we got the freakum dresses on and they're shorts. So you can't be going to the club with a bush. That's disgusting. Because once you start dancing and you try to bend over and stuff and the dress start riding up, they're gonna be like, Chewbacca, what you got going on? No, it's not happening. I mean, some men, they nasty. They'll take whatever they can get. But you know, people with standards, they're gonna be like, nah, you're gonna have to clean that up. Like, what's going on down there? Maintenance. And so, anyways, so we down there. I just remember us in the bathroom, y'all, with little razor blades up in there, shaving, standing up. It was a mess. And but my daddy was home, but he was in the room with my mama, and they had the TV on, so they in there minding their business. And we like, it's late at night, cause we trying to go to the club. We like, it's late at night. What we gonna say? So what did we tell them? Now that I'm thinking, I don't remember. We must have said we going to the movies or something. And so we like, mom, for my birthday, can we go to the movies like that? And so we like T gonna take us. And so because I'm trying to think how we pulled that off. Because I know we put on our pajama pants. That's what I'm trying to think. I don't know if it sound right. I don't know what we told them, but we all had on our freakum dresses, and then we had pajama pants and stuff covering it up. So we put on our pajama pants. We told them whatever we told them to get up out the house. And they don't care. Boom, boom, boom. I'm like, T gonna drive us and he gonna bring us back. And so we go. Everybody get in the car with our pajamas on. I don't know why he agreed to this. He always be down with us. And so we go. I'm pretty sure this fish is ready, y'all. Yeah. I'm not trying to be mean or rude or anything, but I'm not talking to anybody because you know what I don't like is if I ain't even gonna get into it. We ain't talking about nothing. Okay, I told you this fish was ready. All right, so y'all know I have not cooked in years. I'm gonna have to take this waist trainer off because I'm nervous about stuff popping out. All right. So the way I cook is if I'm not following a what you call it? What do you call it? I don't know who this white man be that always be walking past because you don't live here. What else? Trying to see what we gonna use. You know, especially when my niece lessons more, so I'm not gonna do too much because I think they already got onion in here, so we just gonna leave it like that. Trying to see should I do some banana peppers because I think I would put a pinch of this juice in there. I like that taste, the banana pepper juice. So we're not doing too heavy with the, we keeping it light. We're keeping it light. But I am black and we be heavy with the seasoning. But my niece, she wastes food, so I ain't gonna throw down and then she wastes it. That's why I don't like cooking for like certain people, like picky eaters or wasteful people. You ain't about to waste my food. No, sorry, Bob. So let me look at it if I need the big pan or not. I'm gonna use the big one. Where's the big one? It must be in the refrigerator. I need to clean my refrigerator out. I got stuff in there that I know I'm not about to eat. Okay. Anyways, what happened? So yeah, so we pull up. So we all in the car. We got the music going and all that stuff. We getting hyped for the club. This was my first, like this is a regular dance club. This was my first like experience like going to a nightclub. So everybody's getting all hyped. I'm gonna use some butter to grease the pan. Okay. Honestly, I'm gonna have to move this over here. But yeah, so we all up in the car and we all getting hyped. Sorry about the glare, the sun is whatever. So we all in there, we getting hyped, you know, we getting closer and closer to the club. We pull up, we see the line is so long, y'all. This is so funny. I can't believe I never told y'all this. So anyway, the line is so long. And we looking at the people in line, and we looking at how long it is. We like, dang, the line's so long. Like it's my birthday, and like we don't want to be waiting in line. And what happened? And so like we looking at some boys and stuff. We like, oh, they cute, they cute, they cute. And T up in there like cracking jokes at us. He like, look at y'all already picking out the dudes y'all finna dance with. Like, oh, I'm gonna dance with this one. I'm gonna dance with that one. We start cracking up. And so, anyways, oh, and then I used to hang out with some of the upperclassmen because my sister, she went to the same high school as me. Um, okay, we get it. She went to the same high school as me. Her senior year, so that'd be my junior year. So I hung out with some of the seniors because they were her friends, so they were my friends. Hold on, I gotta put this stuff in the oven. I'm gonna just do 2 pieces of garlic bread. Okay, so I had invited some of them. I was like, yeah, my birthday is so and so. We gonna be at so and so. I think it was called the Lick. I think it was called the Lick back then. Um, that club changed names so many times over the years, but back then I think it was called the Lick. And so I'm like, yeah, we going to the Lick for my birthday. Boo boo boo. And there was this one upperclassman. He was a senior. He was kind of cute. But if you know me, I don't like pretty men. I don't like pretty men because I feel like they're whores. I feel like they are unfaithful cheaters. I feel like they just so cute that they just want to run through everybody. And I'm like, boy, you're not about to run through me and the whole neighborhood block. I mean, I did hook up with a pretty boy once. He was a real whore, and he gave me something because he would have unprotected sex with everybody. And so he tried to do that with me. And I was like, boy, no, go get some protection. And he went and got a condom from his neighbor. But that was just the first time. After that, he didn't use it no more. So that was my fault for not demanding it like the first time. Because if you demand stuff, people, they go one or two things. They're going to do what you tell them, or they're going to not mess with you. Either way, at least you're safe. But anyways, back to what I was saying, because I be getting off topic. So we get up there and we looking, and so he like, all right, y'all about to go in or what? So we go, and the line is long, and I don't know why, but we started walking up to the front because I used to watch a lot of movies. I'm like, we shouldn't have to wait in line. We should be like the bad, pretty girls that could just walk up to the front. So we just start walking up to the front, just a few good teenagers. And then this girl, it was her birthday, but she made reservations. So they already had the reservation, so they could just go straight in. And I guess some of her party wasn't there, and she was missing a few people from the party. So they talked it out in security. They like, okay, the reservation, you said you had this amount in your party, and you only got this amount. And so she was like, she just started pulling people. She like, okay, how many we need? How many we need? And she was like, and we was standing right there because we just started walking to the front. She was like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, come on. And she just grabbed us, and we was like, oh, okay. We was like, that worked out perfectly. It was my birthday too, so it just worked out. What else? Let me see. All right, now, so what I like to do, I just grease my pan. I like to put my seasonings on the pan. I don't put my seasonings on the food. I'm black. I don't do measurements. I do eye measurements. So, boom, boom, boom. Unless I'm doing a recipe from online, because I do Google recipes if I have to. So now we just, Mrs. Dash, boom, 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 because I don't like too much salt. Okay, so that's good enough for me like that. Okay, so now, because I was been supposed to cook. I was supposed to cook a long time ago. All right. So now what you got is your kitchen and apartment start smelling like the seasonings. I used to do this all the time when I would make like my vegetarian dishes. And since I put the sauce and the seasonings in the pan first, everybody could smell it. And they'd be like, "Ooh, what you cooking, girl? Something for vegetarians. You want some?" You can incorporate it into your diet. All right, so now I'm about to lay this mess down. First, let me rinse this fish off. I'm a little piece of paper towel. All right, so let's rinse this fish off right quick, fast. Don't worry, we're going to get back to the story. Girl. Oh, it's so slippery. Oh, I need a knife or something. There we go. All right. Rinse it off. Rinse, rinse, rinse. Okay. Okay. Turn that down a little bit. This fish be trying to like fall apart. That's why you can't. You gotta be careful when you throwing it out. This meat be trying to fall right off. Oh my goodness! Look at this, girl. What they talking about? Who texted me? I can't see what they say. Oh, I think that's my friend. We'll see. I think that's my friend. That's so funny because y'all know I don't have friends. So it always sounds weird. It's so foreign to me when I say somebody's my friend. In the darkest night, you stay by my side. You will never stop fighting for me. All right, so we got them up in there. Boom, boom, boom. Let me rinse my hands off a little bit more. Paper towel. Get in there. Oh, that was fast. For the little garlic bread. Yeah, that was fast. I'll let that sit in there though. I usually let the stuff sit in there anyway, so. Stop texting me. Okay, anyways. What are we talking about? So I just got it on medium. Yeah. So I'm about to be super duper ghetto right now, but I don't have like the lids for for my pants, so we gonna do that. Just so it can I just wanted to cook like that. Anyway, so we gonna talk for a little bit because I gotta keep an eye on the fish. Um so what else? Shoot, where was I? Oh, so we got up in the club. So we got up in there, and it's just like we all in our dresses and high heels, and we looking cute, hair and makeup. We get in there literally because I never forget it because I always told the story. I'm like, we get up in there. I saw girls in sweatpants. I was so disturbed because I'm like, we up in here making an effort. I don't know. I just everybody think differently. I'm like, when you go to the club, you need to bring your A game. You need to look good. But I guess some people they do it so often they don't care. They just like whatever. I'm just going for the music, the drinks, the vibe. But we went up in there and music super loud and blasting, and then you got girls in pink sweatpants suits, gym shoes, and everybody is just like body to body, like it's just dark and it's just black folks everywhere, hot, sweaty, all of it. And so we just, we just trying to get a feel for it. We looking around and we just find our way somewhere in the center of the dance floor and we're dancing. So we just be dancing with each other. We just stay with each other all night. And then my girlfriend, she actually ended up getting her cycle. So she had to go to the bathroom and she spent most of the night in the bathroom. Pretty much like we ended up like just wrapping it up because she got her cycle and she's just stayed in the bathroom most of the night. But before that scenario happened, it was fun and everybody was dancing and like guys were trying to dance with us and stuff. And it was hilarious because my sister, she never really like hung out with me in a setting like that because I was always like the wild child and stuff. Yeah, and my sister was more like she was more trying to be like well behaved. She was more like her thing. She got in fights. I didn't really do fights because I was just a logical person. And I was like, why would I put my hands on you and you put your hands in me? That's not going to change the way we feel about each other. I'm still going to think you're a low life loser and you're going to think whatever you think about me because touching you is not going to affect my mental. Like you can't touch somebody into thinking differently about you. So I just never liked the concept of fights. I was like, now if I got to protect myself, that's fine. But I'm not going to touch you because I don't like you. I think that's dumb. If I don't like you, I'm just talk about you and keep my distance. Like, I don't know. But anyway, so my sister would fight, and I was just like the lively wild child. And so she never seen me party before. And so yeah, so like one of the boys that I invited from school, he showed up, the pretty boy who was a senior, and he was like fair skinned, like I don't know if he was biracial or like, some black folks they just really not like light skin and they have a really fine texture of hair. Like it just happens sometimes. Both of their parents are black, but that's just how they came out. So he was fair skinned and he had really soft, like a curly afro. It was really cute. And he was a pretty boy. And so he was there, and I think he might have been there with a couple of friends or something. And I don't know how he found us. Like, I guess we was in the middle of the dance floor, but yeah, I don't know how he found us. All right, let me. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, I'm not even showing y'all. It's getting juicy. So we're gonna flip it. I need a fork with something. Oh, look at that. Don't play with me, though. Hold on, wait. Can you even see? Let me make sure the light's up. See, the light ain't even up. Boom, stop playing with me. Yes, that's why I like to season the pan. I do the same thing with my eggs, everything. Oh, that look good. Y'all better stop playing. Girl, don't have me start back cooking. Ooh, y'all. Hold on, wait now. Hold on, wait a minute. Ah, but I'm going to work tonight. I'm not eating nothing. I'm not eating anything. I already ate a little bit earlier today. But I put 3 in here. One for my niece, one for if she wants some more food, and then one for me when I get off work. Because I'm going to be drinking. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to want some food. Okay? Look at that. Stop playing with me. Oh, that looks so yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy. All right. That's the good thing about fish. It cook fast. Everything cook fast. I gotta go check on the kiddos. Okay. Okay. Cover that back up. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I'll be back. So you don't want to eat? My niece fell asleep. Guess I took too long. All right, look at it. Look good, don't it? Going to sleep. All right, you go miss out then. All right, my niece fell asleep. She like, girl, you taking too long. Stop playing these games. All right, dang, y'all, have I literally been on here for an hour? And you know what YouTube be doing? I'm about to check my phone. YouTube, I be on my videos, and sometimes they be cutting it off. So, like, this is an hour long. I'm about to check. YouTube be getting on my nerves. Never was from you. Oh, wait, why did I do that? That was the... And you love me like nobody. Alright, I have to make sure because they be playing with me. Alright, what else we got going on, you guys? Yeah, so I guess I'll just finish telling you the little story. What else happened? I got it cooking, boom, boom, boom. So yeah, so we was up in the club, and so I don't remember his name, but like the boy who was a senior who I invited to my little birthday club and night out, he was there and he found us and we up in there. And keep in mind, when I was younger, I always felt like, you know, like when I was around black people, I always felt like I wasn't black enough for them. Cause like I spoke, like articulated my words. Um, I didn't have a big booty. I just didn't act like super duper ghetto. Um, and so I always felt like I couldn't dance as far as like black people are concerned, because I felt like they always wanted to dance with their butts. And I was like, I don't have a big booty, so I don't dance with my booty. I dance with everything else. Y'all, that food looking good. Stop playing with me. What? Y'all know I know how to cook. Okay. Oops. I am messing it up. Talking about I know how to cook it. You are messing it up, ma'am. Trying to get these juices up in here. There we go. There we go. I just want, these are just banana peppers. Look at that. You see that? Mmm. 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 I'm like, I just cooked this and she like went to bed. Like, what are we doing? I do need to clean that up. Oh. Everyone is from you can love me like nobody else. You stand up for me. Girl, it smells good. It's smelling good. It's smelling good. But yeah, so we get up in the club. We're dancing. He finds us. I don't know what his name is. We'll just call him Senor. And so all I remember is his little big afro, like just swooping in like this. And so like I was describing like me not knowing how to dance to explain like what I was about to do. So like I was with my girls, like I wasn't really doing too much anything, just like like just really moving my hips side to side and body side to side, just whoop 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 whoop. And so he swerved up in there like that and started dancing behind me. And so I'm like, oh, I'm like, okay, this is my time to shine. I gotta show I got what it takes. And so I started like trying to dance on him, like boop, 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 boop. And then I'm like, nah, that ain't the move, that ain't it. So I turned around and started dancing on him. And like I started putting my leg up and everything. My sister was like, because I wish I could demonstrate, but I look like a straight grandma. I look like a straight grandma right now. But I was up in here, and I gotta keep an eye on this fish. I'm dancing on him, like, hey, y'all see? I'm dancing on him, and I'm like putting my leg up and everything. Because I was putting my leg like high up, like I wasn't putting it up like to his hip. I was putting it up like trying to put it up on his shoulder. My sister's like, We started laughing. I asked him, I was like, how did you find us? How did you know where we were going to be? He was like, you told me. And then I had to remember, I'm like, oh, yeah, I did. Because I just said it like so passively when I invited them. But yeah, so then my girlfriend, she got her cycle. So she had stomach problems. She was up in there. And, she was just in the bathroom for such a time. Like, it started to, well, I ain't gonna tell business, but people was like asking, like, people would come in the bathroom and complaining about situation in the bathroom. And they was like asking me, am I okay? Because I was like waiting in the bathroom with her, but I wasn't in the stall. I was like just in front of the mirror, just playing with my hair and stuff. And everybody kept asking me, am I okay? I'm like, yes. But yeah, so finally, eventually, when she got herself together, she came out the bathroom and she was just like ready to go. But I'm like, the night is still young, like this is my first time being to the nightclub. I want to have fun. I want to party. And so eventually we did leave, but like guys kept walking up to her because remember she had on her freakum dress, which fitted her so perfectly, like gorgeously, and freakum dress and a big booty. So guys kept coming up behind her, wanting to dance with her, but remember she wasn't feeling too well anymore, And so I just kept like dancing with her and dancing like behind her to block them. But like guys kept trying to dance with her like the rest of the time we was there. So we eventually left. So we called T and was like, yeah, we ready to go. Because like once that happened to her, it was pretty much like killed the night. And so it was like the end of the night. But yeah, that was my first time going to the nightclub at 17. And T took us. It's so funny. As adults now, that was like when I was a teenager, I had a little crush on him and was trying to make stuff happen with him. But as adults now, we just cool. Like I don't think about him like that. He's still attractive, but he lost some weight. He wasn't fat, but like when people lose weight, they look different. All right, so I'm pretty much done with this. I am satisfied with the way it looks. My niece is asleep, so it looks really good. Yeah. So push that back. It smells good too. Yeah. So my niece is asleep, taking a nap. So I'm just leave everything right there. Got to lock this front door. There we go. This waist trainer is hurting, but Aston's milk is almost done. So I'm gonna do cuddles with her. But yeah, that's pretty much the story time. Let me clean up. Clean up this little man. Okay. Cuddles with the baby. You stand up for me. You will never stand by me. All right, so yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching this live. I was gonna say I don't know. I don't think I'll go live again when I do my makeup. So yeah, I think that's it for now. Let me turn this light out. What time is it? But yeah, let me call him. I'm gonna call him in like 10 minutes. See if he can take me to work tonight. Oh. But yeah, that was a fun little trip down memory lane. I can't believe I like randomly got on that topic and shared that with y'all. I was actually planning on like talking about something else, but I don't know. Maybe I will go live again tonight to talk about the other thing. I don't know. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Thanks for all of your love and support. Once I have my blog set up the way I would like it, then I will share that with you all on this platform so you can like really get more into my mind. And not only that, but like see a glimpse of how I write, like my writing style. So, all right. Thanks. And you got to see me cook. You guys haven't really seen me cook too many times, but I think every time I show you, like, yeah, I know how to cook. All right. Catch y'all later. Thanks for watching. Love and peace to you all. Bye, bye, bye. You stand by my side. You will never